part 2 to the part 1 video about my visor. This one, however, should have been the part 1 video, or a part of it, but because of me getting a little hot-tempered, because now I lost the plastic piece, so now there's even more play, because I should have left the plastic piece in the car on my dashboard. I didn't. So I lost that piece in the store. And now I'm pissed. And I have got to clean my car. It's a mess. So, part 1. This is really part 1 to the part 1 video I just made prior to this about my visor. You can watch it, whatever. Okay, so I leave the gym parking lot, drive over to the next shopping center to go to Lowe's, thinking, okay, let me see if they got the size bolt I'm looking for, the hex bolt. Right? So I do that. I park, get out of my car, I walk over because I park close to the entrance where there's a curb where I don't have to worry about people messing with my car while I'm inside, because you got to understand I'm cursed. And I got the devils, I got the heathens, hellions, minions, and demons, aka ninjas, following me. Okay? And there's multiple of them, as opposed to where, like, kind of like where God, aka the devil, is saying, okay, this is what she may do. This is what she, okay, wherever I go that night or that day or whatever, they'll say, okay, where do we think she's going to go? This is God, okay? So, and the devil. And they go, okay, where is she going to go? What does she have to do? What, da, 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 da. And then they go, they set themselves in these places. And they say, okay, how can we screw her up? How can we make something that we know she's going to go here for, being in this location? What can we do to set people up to make her go crazy? What can we do? This is what they think, because they're sent to derail me. They're set to take my life out, because the way God has his kingdom set up right now, with both God and the devil, and the good and the bad, the rich and the poor, okay? And the poor people are being used as the devil's workers in the kingdom that make everything go wrong. When you're going about your day and everything goes wrong, it's not by accident or coincidence. It's the devil and his heathens and minions and hellions, aka ninjas, that are behind the scenes making these things go wrong, because it's a tactic, it's a strategy to take people out of life. It's like a game. There's the good guys and the bad guys. The bad guys are set up to take out other people's lives, but we don't know where they're planted. We don't know how to avoid and prevent being a part of their schemes. That's exactly what they are, schemes and plots to take us out, because they're angry, because their lives are fucked up. Why? Because of money. See, the rich people have no fucking idea what the fuck is going on, because the money makes them stupid. Or, on the other hand, when they're in the power, when they have power and money and authority and control, that makes them even more dangerous, because then they can assign people to do anything they want with their money. Or they can pay people off. Okay? Whereas us poor people can't pay people off. Or we can't pay people to do the work for us. So we have to do it, but we have no knowledge. The only fucking knowledge a human being has is how to suck and fuck. That's all or smoke and drink. That's all the fuck American and human beings know how to do. They have no brains. They're empty. They're empty. They're sleepy hollow. It's all hollow. Nothing matters inside. There's nothing. It's all about the flesh in the fields. Until they get hurt. Then they start saying, oh, why me? Oh, why? Oh, God, help, fix me. Oh. What about fixing yourself? And saying, okay, how did I become broken? What did I do to break me? Who broke me? Why did they break me? Blah, 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 blah. That's how we problem solve. Nobody knows how to problem solve except to kill one another. Because they have no knowledge, no understanding of the knowledge for it to be wisdom for the kingdom. Yeah, a big 4x4 that sounds all tough. What does he do for a job? What does he use his big truck for? Why do you guys feel the need to ride around in these big 4x4 trucks? What do you use them for? What, to just look pretty? I don't want a guy to ride around in a 4x4 that thinks he's all hot rod and cool, drives around with his money in his car, but doesn't know diddly shit, doesn't know nothing, can't do nothing but give a good fuck, and then moves on when there's nothing more in between that relationship, and all they know is how to fuck, and they want to move on to get their fuck on because they're making money. They're making money, and they think that they could keep on making money. No, the money ending days are going to come to an end, motherfuckers. See, that's what you don't know. Because the money system is flawed, and it's broken, and it's corrupted, and it's faulty. It's not conducive. Do you know what any of those words mean? Look them up. Do some homework. Do some research. Instead of sucking and fucking and dicking and, oh, I'm so cool. Oh. You look so fucking stupid, you idiots. God, I can't even finish this video. I have so much to say, but I can't finish it. Because you're killing me. You're not allowing me to live, but you got all these fucktards. Yeah, man, that's beer in my hand. Yeah, I'm cool. Yeah, man, I'm cool. You know what you're going to look like? You're going to look like me. Okay? And I don't drink. But I'm the one that took on the costs and consequences of those in my family that did all the drinking and smoking and drugging and sexing and partying. And that's why I'm pissed the fuck off. When things go wrong in your life, you're going to be pissed off because you can no longer fuck, suck, dick, lick, and party because you're going to be so sick. Okay, but me, I'm mad for different reasons. You know nothing about this kingdom. You know nothing only about money. Money is paper thin. Your lives are paper thin. When you're all about money, your lives are paper thin. Knowledge is power. Knowledge is key. Understanding is even better. It's a lock. Understanding will lock your life into place. If you understand the knowledge for it to become wisdom for life. But none of you have that. Because some of you are more skilled, but you're still about the money. And you're not even skilled. You're only skilled according to the money you make, and according to your training or the learning that you did thus far. Okay, but the things that are in place that you are doing, like the homes, the cars, for instance, they're making cars cheaper than fuck. Cheaper than fuck. Okay, and they want a whole lot of money for something that will fall apart when you just push it and touch it. Okay, if I could break my air conditioning vent, which should have never been in this location, because people tend to put their feet up, and that's exactly how it broke. I had my boots or my sneakers, probably my boots on from when I was in construction and I was doing the cleaning at the construction sites after all the pigs smoking and drinking and drugging and throwing their food trays and their soda cans and bottles and all that into the dirt where they, you know, the buildings, them great buildings and pools and resorts, do you know how much junk is in that ground? Do you know why they're soon going to be infested with bugs? Because they put their food their food containers and packages and bottles and cans and their cigarettes and their germs and bacteria all under the dirt, under your foundation of your building and your homes. Even in the stairwells, even in the staircases, in the cement in between the bars, the rebar, what do you call them? The Trump, what do you call them? The rebarbs, the beer, whatever you call them, metal poles that you have to heat up to bend, okay, to bend in place or whatever. But anyway, or you have to set them in the cement at a certain position and height and length and width, whatever. Anyway, I had my boots on and I broke my vent because I kicked it because of the buggies. And right now my heels are itchy because they're getting dry and cracked. Ow! And I'm rubbing it against this plastic piece and it's too sharp. And this one I broke with my hands because of the cockroaches. And I broke my radio just from punching it. Just from not even punching it. I was banging the motherfucker with the palm of my hand. And it broke. The other one's still intact because I'm not over there. That one's still intact because I'm not over there. But I can't put this one and switch it over here because it goes a different way, you see, because that's for the passenger side. That goes inward instead of outward. And I can't turn it around because it doesn't fit. Actually, damn, I just thought of something. No, I don't think it's going to work. No, it's not. Even if I turn that around, it's still not going to work. Because if I would have to use that, because if I put this over on this side, I would have to have this in this place. And that's what they should have. No, but they just need to make this better. They need to make the plastic. See, now this doesn't stay up as it did before. It used to stay like that, but there was a little bit of play. Now there's a lot of play because of the plastic piece that I lost that broke off. And I broke that piece a long time ago. But I just finally, and then it was only broken a little bit because I was able to knock it up in place. But then as I kept on hitting, as I kept on hitting this, the plastic piece kept breaking all around. So it finally fell off. And I couldn't, the only way it would stay up is if I put it here, but then this end wouldn't stay up. So when this finally gave way and the plastic part broke from this, that connected this to this, I had to put that screw in, which that hex bolt, like I said, was a part of my fender. And I have the other pieces. Had a little bit of phlegm, a little post-nasal drip. See, these are the parts to my fender, my side fender, that are not bolted down. And these are the same size as that. So I have a bunch of these, but they don't... Wait a minute. Are you serious? Wait a minute. That looks different than that one. Is it? Could it be? Nah. Is it? No, it's the same. No, it's the same. Because it still has that play. It's the same. But I need one that has the threads going all the way up to the hex nut. The hex bolt. The nut is the thing that goes around. But I can't use it in that because it just... Stop fucking calling me, you assholes! They're playing around behind the scenes. Calling, making phone calls. That's their job. That's all they know how to do is push buttons. How is that gonna fix America? Unless you hit the real button to make the nuke go off. That'll be the fucking day. I'll be in my fucking glory. Oh my God. Not really, because we haven't solved the problem within humanity. So humanity will start all over and going through the learning process all over again. And it may take them longer to figure out the problem. Or maybe they'll figure it out sooner depending on how they're born, the other people that are born, and how much common sense they're born with, and how long it'll be before they lose their common sense. So I didn't finish telling you the part one when I got out of my vehicle. When I got into my parking space, let me put this away. And it's hot. Not as hot as yesterday. See, I had to return my 4 hex nuts that I bought. My hex screws. Hex bolts, not screws. The screws have the pointy. The bolts are the ones that have the flat end, and they're stronger. So the hex bolts. No, yeah, the bolts. The bolts that go into the product or into the thing. Anyway, they were only like 44 cents and 38 cents, but I bought 2 of each because I have 2 visors. So in case the passenger side one broke, I could replace and fix it temporarily. So now I got to look online for a 2010 Dodge Journey SE for a driver's side visor. And I can't trust anybody to actually have it unless they send me a video of them holding it and sending it to me. Okay? But I really don't trust that process, because it could get damaged in the mail, and then what good will it be for me? I'll be out of the money I sent the person for that item, and then I'll have no visor. The money system sucks. If any part of the car breaks, it's a lemon, because you can't use it. If something breaks on the car and you can't replace it, it's junk, because you can't buy the part, because you can't trust somebody to send it to you in one piece, and the car places don't have it in stock all the time, because the money system, and they figure, okay, we sold this vehicle, oh, okay, we need to stop making so many of them. Yep, and then when we stop making them, we stop making the parts for them. You're fucked. You won't be able to get the parts to fix your car. Unless Chinese motherfucking skank assholes got my information and make me another visor and send it to me. And the AC vents, the whole unit for the center and the driver's side. And then I got this coming apart. And then I can't use the controls of my car because they short-circuited in the clip. When you take the door apart, I took the door apart, and I had to take this and this off, and this off, and I had to take off the clips from the sides and stuff to take this whole plastic thing off. And then I had to take this off, the nuts and screws, and this and that, and there's a clip, like a plug and a clip, and it burnt out, it shorted out in the clip for the control unit, and the wiring harness, and they were both $100. So I still have my old wiring harness, and then I still have the new one I bought that I replaced. It worked for a while until oh my fucking God, shut the fuck up. Stop. Every time they call me, they interrupt my video. They keep fucking with me. So, when oh my God, and it's from different numbers, different area codes. And now I have another bacteria bump on my here from the bacteria, because it's a MRSA infection. It's a bacterial infection, so it travels. And they're pimples, but they're not really pimples. They're bacteria pimples. They're not the kind of, there's different kind of pimples. That's not a pimple that you can pop, because it doesn't have the pimple bacteria in it. It has bacteria. It's not just sebaceous glands that have come up, or got clogged and has a mucus or a pus. Not a pus, but these are pus-filled because they are bacteria related from my lice and scabies. From that, because that was a MRSA infection. Hopefully not resistant, which it isn't because it's healing. If it didn't heal, it would become a resistant infection. But I still have some sores from the mange. They're going away, actually. Actually, they're going away. I don't have too many more of them. But I'm going to see if they're going to release my over-the-counter benefits today, which I should go to CVS and try. I should go to the before my battery drains, which is, yeah, about 30% drained, 40% drained. Yep, 36% drained. And I've accomplished nothing. Haven't even ate, haven't gone to the bathroom, haven't had nothing to drink. My tea is cold, my water is disgusting, and my watered-down soda is disgusting. So, there you go. And I have my Lipton Brisk iced tea, but it's warm as fuck. And I've had it for like a week that I got at Walmart for 98 cents. So I need a nice cup of ice to drink with that before it gets all nasty inside and moldy and slimy and nasty and poisoned. Anyway, this part was supposed to be part one to the first video I made, because I didn't start from beginning to end. I just gave you the end part to my part one. You didn't get the whole backload or background to the part one that led up to the ending of my part one video. You know, you got the end part of what happened up until that point. But what I went through up until that point and what God, aka the devil, has done to me from that point till I got back to my car to put the visor in, in hopes that these Band-Aids suck. They're not, because I'm sweaty a little bit, like I'm moist, and the Band-Aids are not sticking. And plus it's in my part of my mouth that moves, so it's not staying with this ointment. It has to be bandaged airtight to seep the infection out, to draw the infection out. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And I'm tired of taking allergy sinus medicine because I don't want to go to the doctor again to get another antibiotic. So anyway, I got a headache. I'm dehydrated and my sugar level is so low. There's a Dollar Tree across from me, but I don't want to go there. Because I'm trying to avoid the spots that the devil, aka God, are going to send other homeless people to set me up and have to pay for other people. And take more of my money that I don't have so that they can slowly but surely make me homeless and fall, and nobody knows how I died. And nobody will know why I died. Or why I committed suicide. Because they're fucking killing me by making everything I try to do not work. So the black people, the Hispanics, the Latins, Latinos, Asians, cockadoodle-doos, and goats and sheep and moos and ma's and this and that are all working together to kill me. And to overwork us. To overwork us and kill us and make us lose our mind because of the money system. We're killing ourselves because of the money system. And because of the flesh, the feels, ooh, I gotta get my sex on. Ooh, I gotta sex you up. Oh, I gotta keep you in that sexing mode so I could sell more concert tickets, so I could sell more music. I gotta make some people hurt and go crazy so they can listen to my music or watch TV and want to kill themselves. So yeah. Y'all people, you're all about murder. Everything. But see, that's the devil's thinking and thought process. God's process. See, all of you that think you're doing a job that are making all that money, you're the devil. You think you're doing something great, but you're actually of the devil. Because to do what you're doing, many of us have to suffer for what you're doing. Okay? Not really so much what you're doing, but because of the money. Because God has to cause a lot of catastrophe and chaos and commotion and drama and dilemmas so that the cycle of chaos can continue. We're all in a cycle of chaos, and we're all going around and around on that merry-go-round in a twister, woo, until we just fall down like skeletons. So anyway, that kind of movement helped my head a little bit, but I have to go to the bathroom. I'm holding my pee. I haven't gone pee yet. I haven't gone pee since 1 o'clock last night in the morning when I took a shower and I went pee in the shower. So it's been how long? 15 hours now? How many hours? 1 o'clock, 1, that's 12. Going on 15 hours I've been holding my pee. Because I had to go again after I left the gym at 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:35, almost, it was a little before 5 o'clock, because I stayed to charge both my phones. Because I have two USB cords. I have multiple ones, but I have one for my battery charger for my car, and I don't want to ruin that one, because that one is specifically for that. And I can't bring that one in because they're not letting that one charge in the gym, and they wouldn't let it charge when I was in the library. So I don't have a place to charge my battery charger, so I could charge my battery if I ever need to give myself a jump. Well, not myself, but my car battery. So I have to be careful with these. This one goes to this phone right now. But if I don't use this one to charge this phone that it goes to, they won't let it charge. You see how precise they are? And this one is starting to go bad because of the wiring in it. Because the wiring is so thin, and after so many pulls and yanks, and when it gets pulled out of the port, it gets ruined. So now, in the past, in my other phones, when I wasn't able to charge them, and I could go buy another cord, they wouldn't let it charge with the other cord because it wasn't the one that went to that. They're being stupid because they're trying to tell me that I belong with my stalker, supposedly my soulmate. But that's not true. We're not soulmates anymore. He did ruin that a long time ago. Every time he pisses me off and his people and the hellions and heathens and demons and minions, he's fucking himself out of being with me. He don't care because why? He really don't want me. It's the position that my daddy made for me in heaven that he wants. Just like Joe. Joe wanted to benefit off of me and the benefits that I come with. Not the sex, not the pussy, not the sucking, because I don't do that. Okay, but now my stalker wants to be the same thing. He wants to use me for the benefits. Not sexual, but he wants to use me so he can get in position, so he doesn't have to do what he's doing anymore. So he doesn't have to be a gangster wannabe and be an asshole and have to hurt other people. So he could be a higher upper, so other people could fuck him. See, he doesn't understand that. That's why I don't want the position my daddy has made for me, or that I had prayed to God about when I was a child, when I was a teenager. Before my life went on a decline, before I made my mistake when I was 15, I mentioned how I wanted to be a president. Because in my mind, I already knew the answers to the world's problem. Not the world's problem. Well, yeah, the world's problems and the humans' problems. And the world's problems, the answer is not the people. Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. The people are what's making the world's problems. And the problems that all of humanity are facing are because of people. Money. And power. And authority. And control. And the poor people. And their stupidity. And their foolishness. And their ignorance. So you see what I'm going with this? The poor people's downfall. And the Band-Aid just came up. Because when I opened up my mouth, it broke the seal of the Band-Aid. So, anyway. The poor people's problems are their stupidity, ignorance, and foolishness. Those are the three problems of humanity in the poor people. In the rich people, their problems are the authority, the control, the money, and the power. So that's 4. Sorry, that's 4. Okay? Because with the authority, actually there's 4 on each side. Okay? Because in the poor people, they have the stupidity, foolishness, and ignorance, and the control. There's people that are the higher people that are in the higher positions in the poor people. They have control over the stupidity, ignorance, and foolishness. So they make off of the stupidity, ignorance, and foolishness Both sides make off from it, okay? But it's fucking the whole entire human race. Anyway, I didn't want to say this. I didn't want to give this information out. Because now I'm giving out this information for free. For a measly $900 a month, that ain't doing shit for me. Because I can't even afford to eat healthy, to stay alive. All they're doing is keeping me going for the amount of time they want to use me for. Until I give them the answers that they're seeking. Then they're gonna fucking off with my head. Or shoot me, or find a way to take me out. Because they don't want to give up their power yet. Because they want to stay in power. Okay? Because of the money. Okay? Because they're all basing this information off of money. Take away the money. Take away the money and then solve the problem. That's the real answer. Okay? Money is the blocker to everything. Anyway, let me tell you what the heathens, hellions, minions, and demons and the ninjas did today from the time I got out of my car when I parked in the Lowe's parking lot. Got out of my car. I had to take off the visor like I showed you. So I only took in the broken part thinking I could use that as a guide, but that wasn't helpful. I should have taken in the visor the first time to check the size of the bolts. And I wouldn't have had to do a return and wait for that to go back on my account. Even though it's only $1.75, but still. And there you go, the number's $1.75. Backwards, it's the number 57 and 1. 57 meaning my stalker being the gun, the magnum that's going to kill me and take me out. Because that's what he's doing. Okay? He's been the hired gun to take me out by trying to play with my heart and mind and play games with my heart and my mind. You know the Backstreet Boys song, Quit Playing Games with My Heart? Yeah, that's what he's doing. God, aka the devil, is using Mr. Charmer. That was once to be my once thought possible soulmate, turned angry, aggressive, abusive. What did I name him? I forgot now. Obsessive, stalker, angry, whatever. Anyway, lying, acting, obsessive stalker. It's only an act he's putting on. Because he's hired to kill me. So that my daddy can stay in his position. So that I can't take over his position. And my haters and enemies don't want me to make it out of my chaos. Because then they will suffer the consequences. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't want me to make it for different reasons. Not because they will be put in my place, but they don't want to lose what they got going on right now. Because God is carrying them through because I'm still being pushed down into my grave. So by doing what everybody is doing, they're all like a nail and a hammer. They're all hammering me every day. Time and time again, every single day. And every day I'm getting closer to my grave. That's with everyone. Okay? But nobody understands that. Because they're stuck on this system that's all fucked up. Because of the money. So after I did what I did in my car and I brought the parts in, when I went into Lowe's, I'm wasting Band-Aids. They're not even staying on my boo-boo. I have to use the colored ones, the material ones, because these are like silicone, like they fall apart. They get wet, they fall apart, and they claim they're waterproof. Bullshit. My little bit of sweat. I'm not even sweating profusely. I'm just moist, because I don't have that much hydration in me to sweat profusely. So, the first time when I went in, there was a woman sent my way. Actually, I went and I asked somebody, there was this fat guy, an employee, And he was sent to be that distractor, to put people in my path, to make me ask them for help, not letting me do it myself. But I asked this person if they had what do you call them? The stools. You know, like, that's what I call them, the stools. Like a foot, I forgot the name of them now. They had them, but not the ones I wanted. Not the color. I want the dark gray with the foam handle, rubber handle or whatever, that I could grip. I don't want plastic where it's slippery and falls and it doesn't give me a place to, you know, like if it had a rubber handle, it could give me some stability. When it's made of plastic, it's slippery. Whereas if it was made of rubber, I could, like, my clothing would kind of stick to it and have something to keep me from falling off the ladder, the little mini stool. So I could work on my car. But I can't, because I don't even have the money to buy everything I need to do it myself. Even though I have a $200 tool set, I still don't have all the tools I need. And I don't have the money to buy the parts. And then I do, but then I wouldn't be able to pay my car insurance. I wouldn't have money for gas. I wouldn't have money for food. So I either fix my car, but then I can't even pay the insurance, the gas, or food for myself. And I'm homeless. So if I don't fix my car, then I got to walk to these places. And I'm not healthy enough to do that because I haven't been able to eat. So the money system is killing me because I don't have enough money for everything I need to live because of the money system. Because cashiers at the grocery stores only used to get paid $5. Working at Dunkin' Donuts only got paid $5 an hour. After taxes and state tax and city tax and fucking kumquat tax and dick tax and pussy tax, it was like $2.50 an hour. So the remainder of my check went to my rent. And I didn't even really have enough for that. Because sometimes I didn't pay my whole $100 or $400 a month or $500 a month. I'd only pay $100 a week or $75. Or I would only give $300 a month or $400 a month. Because I needed something to live on and to do my laundry and buy personal hygiene. And to feed my cats. Please take it easy, it'll get better. Right fucking here, I'm 50 years old. I'm dying. I don't even smoke, drink, drug, sex, or party to help me die, to get me to fuck off this place earlier. And all of you that are smoking, drinking, drugging, sexing, partying, fucking, sucking, and dicking, thinking it's life, you're killing yourselves. But you're selling drugs. You're making all the money in all these high fancy jobs. And you're killing yourselves with the smoking, drinking, drugging, sex, and I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. And then you're popping out babies from this mama, this guy. You're fucking this one up the ass. You're fucking this mama, jamma up the ass. You're letting this one blow your fucking dick. Yeah, there's some sick-ass, motherfucking, disgusting, nasty people I would never even want to touch. Even in my condition, I wouldn't want to even touch you. And you don't even have this condition, and I still want to touch you because you're fucking disgusting. So when I went into Lowe's, they sent people to cross my path. And then as I'm going to look at the size of the hex bolts, excuse me, did you find what you're looking for? Oh, can I help you? Or are you, whatever, because they're trying to act like if I'm stealing because I'm shopping and I'm actually helping myself. Can I help you? Then they distract me. And then I say, yep, oh, I think I found, then God, aka the devil, will send somebody to the area of location where he thinks is the answer. And so I'm like, okay, I'm thinking, okay, is this the sign that God is telling me I need to come back to this, at this? And then there's a guy looking for what he needs, but is right around the area for what I'm looking for, but yet it wasn't a metric size. I guess the ones that I was looking at were standard size. It was the right thing, it was the right piece of equipment or product, but it wasn't the right measurement size. It was the standard size instead of the metric size. So I needed the metric 6.1 size instead of the standard 5 size. So anyway, even though my hex nut, my hex bolt fit into the measurements on the wall in the standard size. So I figured, okay, it would fit for the standard size. And it fit perfect. But it didn't fit in the part that attaches to the visor. So anyway, so not the second time I went in, when they sent another guy to help me, he resembled my first boyfriend, a version of my first boyfriend, not identical, but a version of my first boyfriend, Diego. Then, another employee, white boy, bald, that resembles one of my stalker's disguises, comes around and says to the other guy, help her or something like that, finish helping her, and then I need you to do this. And the guy that was helping me said that he was leaving at 3 or something like that, or 4 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock. Then, when the white boy came around, he said he was supposed to leave at 3, and he was there for an hour more. So, he said he still, the guy that was helping me said he still had 20 minutes left. And that represented my age. I was the 15 years old. I was with my first boyfriend. I was almost 15. I was actually 14. Then the white guy said something about 20 minutes. That represented me being homeless for 20 years. See the games that they're playing? Okay, so their jobs, they're having fun with their games, with the way they're going about this. Me, I'm thirsty, I'm dehydrated. I have a headache like you wouldn't believe. I feel like I'm gonna faint and just pass out. Because of the throat. I gotta go. But I told you the rest of the story to the first video I made, which was part 1. But that was all the information I just told you was what happened before I made the video. The part that I made of the video, the first video I made, was the ending of everything that I just told you that happened before the beginning and ending of the first video. If you understand that. Good night, goodbye, because I'm going to eat. I don't know what I'm going to eat, but I need to eat. My bread is probably moldy. Because I bought it on Thursday. It's probably moldy. It's been in this 2 bags. In the bag that it came in, it still looks good. Nope, it's moldy. It's moldy. It's got white spots on it. Yep. I can't. It's moist, but it's moldy. And it's going stale. I think it's moldy. I don't think I would eat it. The date on it is the 28th. And it's now the 1st. It's only 2 days. 29, 30, 31. It's 4 days old. No, it's got mold on it. It's going to the birds. Yeah, it's got mold on it. It's going to the birds. Fuck! So I only ate like 25 cents of the dollar bread that I bought. So, the bread that I was supposed to eat with my tuna, carrots, onion, garlic, olives, pickles, and peppers or whatever else, olives, pickles, whatever. That was supposed to be for that, but I didn't get to eat that. I ate the rotisserie chicken that was bad and spoiled, that gave me a lot of gas and headaches and stomach ache. but it gave me protein as well because my body needed protein because I've been eating a lot of ice cream and sugar. I'm going. Goodbye. Good night. You're not here for me. You're here for yourself. Get to stepping. No, it ain't going to get better until I get money or until the system changes so I could get what I need to survive. And I'm not even going to get into that. That's another subject, topic, and matter. I'm not getting into that yet. Because I'm not giving any more information until I get what the fuck I want. Until I get my teeth fixed, my health recovered and restored, and my hair grown and thick again and curly in a perm, so I don't have to curling iron it anymore. I don't like straight hair. I don't want lice and scabies. I don't want sores and infection all over. No, get the fuck lost. Get to stepping. It's not happening. Good fucking riddance. Goodbye. Stop interrupting my broadcast, you fucking goddamn piece of shit, fucking prick, asshole, motherfucking bastard. Now I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, I want what I want. And it's not a dick. It's not a guy. I don't want a helper. I want to be able to help myself. And not help myself to a guy because I don't want to suck dick. I don't want to be fucked up the ass. And I don't want to be fucked, period. So, good riddance. Go stay with your little slut bisexual Jamie that is hot for hot. I am not her. She has not been hurt like me. She loves her sex. She loves her dick. She loves her pussy. I don't. Goodbye. Good riddance. Go fuck off. I want my life back. I want my son back, or the shit's going down like I said it's going to go down. Your call. Small dick. Small wiener. You're a dick. You're gone. You're done. Slow connection, so I have to wait till that they catch up with what I'm saying.